Hello everyone, this is Gaius. It's been a while since I've given an update here from the RainbowCraft server. To be honest, I've been in a place where I rather have, well, felt like just playing and not recording for a bit. And that's what happened. Sometimes you're up and sometimes you're down. But I thought, as we're getting to an interesting chapter in our story here at RainbowCraft, I thought I would bring you up to speed and show you what we have so far. Because the interesting chapter is we are going up there into space. But before that, I will show you what we have so far. Yes, I will. So, the dramatic reveal. Unfortunately, our house isn't finished, but you know, it's getting somewhere. We've been through a couple of iterations of our house. On the center there, that is our house, our home base. We got a bit tired of we built a simple shelter, and that was sufficient for a while, and then we wanted something to look better, so we've started working on something new and better. Over there is the factory. There's the flying house that's soft, stole from the village over there. And we're going to also take a quick look into the thaumatorium and the Frel's thorn things and the witchery stuff, but only cursory, because the main characters aren't there. So with that said, let's put on some gear. Okay, that needs to be elsewhere. And then this one there. There we go. We have all our stuff. Yeah, I could probably start with my own stuff, I guess. Have the dark helm with all of the things, which let me see sounds. See sounds. Night vision. So it's solar powered, so it refreshes in sunlight. And also I see all the Thorncraft things. I have an armored jetpack, which is armor-wise as good as a diamond chestplate, but lets me fly. Dark leggings, which give me speed 3. Dark boots, which give me jump 3, and also better movement in water. I have the Mantle of the Raven, which lets me glide. Collar of Pain, which stores magical energy because of my, staff down here. Void aspects of primal stuff that Frel gave me with all of the nice things. This is to keep the foci. For Thorncraft, Ring of Protection, haven't gotten that far now yet, but the Covetous Coin thing is nice because it gives me looting. I have some extra hearts over here. And also, yes, it's a cool thing I have. No, I keep messing up these inventories. Nope, still not the one. This one. Traveler's Belt, which allows me to quickly swap out the hotbar. I have the... You probably should scroll through these things. Atomic Disassembler, it's all of the tools and weapon in one. Pretty nifty. Goes on energy. Resonant Laser Rifle. You don't see it that way, but wow, that's a tiny little thing. But yes, I will show you that eventually because it's pretty awesome. You have the Lightning Rod. Shoots lightning. Based on redstone. Hang Glider lets you glide. Cross of Mercy to... Well, I didn't really need it anymore because it was fun to smack around undead people with something that doesn't take duration. Your Sturdy Wrench that you need. Trying to get another focus. I'm holding on to the Primal Charm. My absolutely epic staff. And the other hotbar, bread. Portal gun, yes, we do have that. Golden bag of holding. The computer feeder is an ender pouch connected to our ME system. Sleeping bag, which we are about to use. And yes, the ender pouch with the common communal things that are nifty I found for adventuring. Wireless universal terminals, I can look at my ME system everywhere. The portable teleporter, the portable teleport network we've set up, and of course the thermometer. Now let me quickly just, go to sleep for a bit. Ah yes, you can toggle the modes on the atomic disassembler. That quick tour done, let's get on up to, well, I could show you the house like it is right now, because it's going to be quite awesome when we're done with it. Just finished laying the floor here now, in obsidian crystal floor. I have the smeltery here, which basically makes up all of the central thing. Yes, I have the player sensor on the door. Yes, I just finished laying the flooring on the loft earlier. Haven't decided on the roof, trying some obsidian brick slab. Going pretty much with obsidian everywhere because A, it's very cool, and B, we have a lot of it. Moving on through here, one of the more important features, even though we don't see it as much, this is our farming area where I've set up AgriCraft pretty much everything. It's been running quietly for a long time until a couple of days ago when we got overrun by weeds, so I had to get help from Frettel to set it up again. This harvester, of course, is collecting all of the things, spewing it back into the ME chest, so we're getting a lot of things in here. It also collects from other farms below ground, and the tree farm over here, which farms oak and rubber. I still haven't figured out how to farm this. This is basically the water setup and where I do all the agri-crafting. I think there's just one or two crops that we need that I haven't done yet, but other than that we're pretty much covered for resources in a long time. Let's run along around here to our factory. This is so cool. It's absolutely wonderful design to our factory. We're using, of course, the factory block, which is a very cheap block to make. You think you just need 8 stone and 1 iron to get 32 blocks, and then you can use the chisel to do all the variants. It's pretty cool. Yes, we are running on nuclear power now, by the way. We do have some solar panels up there, but they are mostly for show, so yes, that's it. We are going to be experiencing some frame drops in here because so much stuff is going on, so I apologise for that in beforehand. This is the route to our teleporter, of course. Some, woodworking stuff. We have all the water-based things because I have the water supply underneath here. Of course, the quantum entanglement doohickey with all its flux crystals and things. That's just for decoration. That's there until we finish the house. Charge plate, assembly line, all of the machines that you could ever pretty much want. Even a soul binder, which is automatically fed liquid experience. We have a small setup of smelting factory and compressing factory over here, right next to our ME terminal, the crafting terminal, and of course the arcade ground. Okay, this is my final thing on the to-do list, preparing for the moon base, which I'll do after I've done this intro. This is our little computer room with all of the item storage. We kept running out because all of our mob farms kept spewing out this Vita thing from Gamal Shuttle's mod, which we don't really need, so that's being taken care of over there with the trash can. We have, of course, the wireless, as you probably assumed. These are the storage things for the essentia and fluids. This is for the gas. And yeah, setting up patterns, auto crafting stuff going on over there. And let's go into the tower, factory tower. We have the fluids coming in from our expeditionary ship, the Cornucopia, which I will also show you. Into here, it has a pump on it, pumping into an ender tank, which pumps into the ME system. And this here fluid interface also distributes into a vat here to convert from Essentia to Liquid XP and vice versa. You have the magma crucible, which feeds into it. It feeds the refinery, which right now is refining oil. Let's see how that's doing. 5,000 buckets of oil, 323 buckets of gasoline. I did have a lot more gasoline, but I half filled one of the bedrockium drums, which takes 65,000 buckets, because we are preparing to go to the moon. Also, fluid transposer is really nice in the auto enchanter. Now, this is where the automated production is going on over here. Automated production of all of the circuitry you need for the applied energistic stuff. This is an automated. Basically, you order up things and it will produce it here in these factories. Also, all the infusing we will ever need can be done here and requested by terminal, which is nifty when you have wireless terminals where you can't craft and you get the system to craft things for you. A little catwalk thing here. This is the absolutely nifty little auto crafting things, which takes all the ingots that come in from a farm, the nuggets from the farms, and make ingots out of them. Very nice setup. Also a little view here over the valley, and the little village over there. And of course you have the solar panel array on the roof. Also, I've started working on the galactic craft things with the compressors, compressing line there, and the NASA workbench. Have created, I will show you that right now. Have created the magnificent spaceship over here, which I haven't actually given a name yet. I'm not sure. I've made two because I need to go home as well. So that's that. It has been loaded with fuel. Just needs cargo. So I'm still in the process of deciding what to bring to the moon yet, so to make all the preparations. There's only actually, I've realized, a limited amount of things that I'm actually able to do on my first trip, because a lot of the things I want need meteoric iron, and I haven't gotten that. Yes, we started off with one cryotheum cooled passive generator. Now we have two, because we are using quite a bit of power. Yeah, still have some room. You can hear the cows moving, so let's go on down to the mob farms. Started off with a cow farm over here. We have, right now it's set up to be a wither farm, skeleton farm, sorry. This right here is a ghast farm, but we have over 3,000 ghast tiers now, so it just disabled it. Wisp farm was our first because we need the Essentia, and that just keeps going. Enderman farm, because we have use a lot of ender pearls. And the blaze farm I disabled because we have, yes, more blaze powder and blaze rods than we'll ever need. Because we realized also that the cinder pearl creates blaze powder. That was the factory. Now let's go into the portal room. Here we go. This is for the end portal. We're still struggling with the end dragon. We did the first time I tried it around, but I know that both me and Frel have increased our power and protection insanely much since, so we should probably try it for the Ender Dragon eventually, because the Ender Dragon here is quite different and more difficult than the Ender Dragon in vanilla. This is the expedition ship Cornucopia. This is a nifty little ship that Soft made, and I've also made some contributions. This is our design. We have a portal, we have a chunk loader. It's being fed with coal to fly faster. This is a pump, which we basically fly the cornucopia. We find oil, we fly the cornucopia there, we set it up right above so it will pump up the oil and back to the base. Sorry. While it's doing that, we set up the quarries. We used to do the regular, I think it's Mine Factory Reloaded quarries over there. You can see the giant holes, but they do tend to run into trouble if they find lava, and they won't mine things. And also huge holes. Not that this looks any better, because this is the result of an ender quarry. Turns all of the things into dirt, but at least it gets all the things. But it also requires a lot of resources. So that's the cornucopia. These are the tanks to make sure we're never backed up, because we have been having some trouble with the tanks. Okay, this needs to be. We haven't run it for a bit. We have our nether base, which is basically a cobblestone box. We don't do much in it. I've set up a few rounds of endothermic pumps and an ender quarry down there, so we have more than we'll ever need. And also we're pretty much farming all of the useful stuff. And finally, well, we have the spawn where you saw in the previous episode, where we started and I died, and we now made a nice little portal over there. So let's start off with the Thormic Sphere. The Thormic Sphere is basically... Oh, hello. Ladder doesn't agree with me. Wait, what? That was weird. That was really weird. Oh, well. Anyway, this is where, well, mostly Frel, but sometimes me and Soph as well, do the magic stuff, the Thormcraft stuff with the infusion altar here. We are in the process of making it even more stable. It's a finicky thing where you put things all around in a symmetrical, specific things in a symmetrical pattern around it. Some alchemical furnaces here that we can feed automatically with stuff. I don't like the new Christmassy thing on the storage crates. They're usually without the red cross wrapping thing. Research the arcane terminal. Yes, good, good, good. And of course, my little creation over here. I'm not entirely sure what this is called, to be honest, but it makes stuff, alchemical stuff. Did I have? Did not have. Okay. Yeah. And of course, in the basement, you have the recharging and the things like that going on. This is the recharging station for wands and staffs, staves, whatever. This is also the focal manipulator things. And a cutting table. I'm not entirely sure what the cutting table is. Okay. I don't know all the things. Yeah. Oh, check this out. This used to be... You could briefly see it there for a minute, but this used to be an insanely big node with a lot of compound aspects, and that Frel made. And we energized it, so it's down to the primals. This is where Frel opens up the scary portals into the outer lands, I think they're called. I think that's it. No, of course not. That's not it. There's the giant infusion tank over here, which has these. Oh, you can't see it right now. Okay, let me just quickly take a bit of a nap to make it daylight again. And I am an idiot. I could have just turned on my night vision. Well, that happened. Anyway, this is where Frel does her more Thormic Horizon a bit more scary experience sometimes, I admit, but this looks a bit ominous, but it also looks very awesome. Here are the Frel's animals, Sinner and... Oh, Sinner. But I'm a bit sad now. Anyway. Let's continue on. I will not use a portal because it's just a quick run with speed 3 over here, but we will eventually hit upon... Well, there is the portal to the Twilight Forest. But this is where what we were looking for. This is Hoot's Witchery Circle. all of these things. I've no idea how witchery works, to be honest. So, but she does. So she has this altar and things going on. Yeah, I gave her bread, so it looked hungry. Ah, with glyphs and chalks and everything. And there's Hedwig the owl greeting us. And this is her place in there. She's locked the thing though, so I can't get in. Yes, Hedwig. Gotta leave you again now. Ah, you feel lonely when Hoot's not here. Yes, you do. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm a bit busy over in the factory. Usually, I'm going to the moon. You see? Yes, to the moon. It's pretty exciting stuff. Well, got to go. Take care, Hedwig. Well, let's fly back. I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. Yeah, for an aerial view. We've placed ourselves in the middle of a magical forest, or actually at the very border of a magical forest and the regular forest over here. This looks weird though. I wonder why it's not picking it. But you know, it goes into the farm. It's really slow. I should look at it, but we're getting the resources we need, so I'm not particularly worried at the moment. So yes, there you have it. Oh, there's one last thing. There's one final thing I need to show you, and it's pretty cool. And it is... I'm not entirely sure what it is, but Ferg made it, and it's pretty cool. All this used to be Tainted Lands, by the way, but Frel started the work, and me and her continued. Actually, not this, but I think it's when we get over here, maybe? Should be straight west. Yes, there we go. All of this used to be Tainted Lands. But research into the Thorncrafts helped us remove the taint. This is what I wanted to show you. This massively thing here. There seems to be running water near me. Wonder where it is. Sound locator active. Ah! It's over there. Nope, that's lava. No, it's right underneath there. Okay. Enough of that. This looks absolutely awesome. I'm not entirely sure what it is or what's the point of it or anything, but it looks cool. It looks awesome. It's Ferg's castle for the Crimson Cult. Where he has his little minions over here. Looks absolutely ominous. Pretty cool, huh? Right? It looks like he's expanding it outwards. This looks absolutely awesome. So yes, that is what we've done so far. I think that's it. We tend to keep things over here. I could probably show you the work with the detainting that we've done. All of this entire barren thing that used to be Taintland. Oh, there's a little spot over there that we missed. Ah, this is just the sinister node. Something? Oh, it's a beehive. Wait, what? It's that. Oh, it's also sinister. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is because I wanted just to see the extent of this. It was actually quite... It was a few hours of work. Maybe a couple of days to clean all of this huge area of taint. When we use... There we go. See, this is one of the things we use. The ethereal bloom. This is all clean. I'll pick it up and bring it with me. Boop. Is there one over there as well? Yes, there is. This entire city off to the left right now, that also used to be completely covered in taint. This is, oh, by the way, this is, I don't know if you remember from the first episode, but spawn is way over there. Home base is over there. There's a huge belt of tainted lands, which you have to add a run through to get there in a complete panic. Bit scary, to be honest, but you know. Oh, there's one little batch of tainted land left here. Let's see, do I have any? I do not have anything, so I'm going to come back for that later. But now it's all safe lands. Ferg used to die a lot, or actually died a lot, still dies a lot, but you know. And he didn't sleep in a bed in the house, so whenever he died, he spawned back and spawned and ran all the way back. So we did two things. We made beds for everyone, and we made a portal at spawn in case it, you know, breaks for some reason. Oh, this is the other thing that we used to remove the taint. Taint-eating pigs that Frel made, and I made a bit of a spawner over here, so it was a huge horde, an absolute horde of these little pigs. Yes, you ate the taint, didn't you? Yes, you did. They ate all of the taint. And then yesterday, this entire mountain was covered in taint. And now I can't see anything. No taint whatsoever. Nope. Completely gone. Because we thought we'd gotten it, but apparently we missed a couple of tiny spots, and those tiny spots just spread insanely. Yeah, because this bit over here, I absolutely thought I got that. Okay, I'm going to show you the rifle now, because this is pretty awesome, because this tainted pig is going to attack me, but look at this. Just look at this. Oh, my accuracy is awful, but yeah. Terrible, terrible, terrible sound, but it's absolutely awesome. Sorry, awesome. It's you have an intense amount. You have an intense rate of fire, and okay, I've got tainted there. Insane rate of fire, and each of them damages quite a bit. So, and you don't really use up that much ammo. So I could basically I did, just for fun, I did Blood Moon event, because we have these Blood Moon events on the server, so that every 10th night or so, it's random, is a Blood Moon night, and in those Blood Moon nights it spawns up an insane amount of mobs. I thought for fun I would do that just earlier today, and I just massacred everyone. I maybe took 4 or 5 hearts of damage the entire night, and leveled up from 30 to 50 during the night, and got so many things. Killed all the things. So yeah, the reason we don't have any of the, we don't have mobs, we don't have mobs in our base, because I've set up a small network of magnum torches, which basically keeps all the bad things out. Alright, so I've actually done a few things in this episode as well. I thought I would just, you know, show you the things. But I also cleaned a bit of a taint, except for that bit over there, which should always be a bit, well, I'm going to do that later. We're approaching night once more, and with that I think I'm going to end it over here. Yeah, this is a good place to end it, because, okay, just look at how awesome I look like right now. Okay, it looks pretty stupid with the, ah, dang it! Got infected by a taint tendril. Anywho, as the sun sets, with me in front of my epic little epic rocket here. This is a tier 1 rocket that's going to bring me to the moon. I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'll catch you later. And preferably it will be as I fly to the moon. So, see you guys later. Take care now. Bye bye.